Hey, my name is Shana Belden, and I chose Victoria's Secret, a publicly traded company owned by Limited Brands, for my case analysis. The purpose of the case analysis is to analyze the competition in the women's lingerie and clothing industry. This case analysis focuses on the executive overview, external analysis, internal analysis, and strategic analysis of Victoria's Secret. The executive overview consists of an introduction of the company, description of the firm, company history, vision and mission statement, strategic elements of the history, overall assessment and description of the stakeholders. The external analysis consists of the basic industry information such as growth, profits, and segments, macro environment such as demographics, economic, technological, political, legal, sociocultural, and global, Porter's five forces, and an analysis of competitive position, opportunities, and threats. The internal analysis consists of the financial ratio analysis, analysis of internal capabilities, and implications for my strategic decision. Current strategy, inbound logistics, outbound logistics, results of the value chain analysis, financial ratio analysis, and the non-financial ratio analysis, such as strengths and weaknesses. A description of core values that I would recommend to create the desired culture, evaluation of current organizational structure, and finally a recommendation for changes. This will include analysis of where Victoria's Secret lies on a product positioning map, evaluation of strategies and objectives to achieve most favorable market position, and a description of how I would implement these strategies, milestones for Victoria's Secret, and specific results I wish for them to achieve. To begin, an introduction and description of the firm. They're owned by Limited Brands, and they're one of the most successful women's lingerie retailers in the world. They are in the business of fashion, and their current mission is to continue to expand globally. They have recently gained a global following in over 200 countries and have over 1,000 stores across the U.S. There are about 1,000 Victoria's Secrets around the world, including places like Canada, the Middle East, the Caribbean, Poland, the UK, and much more. Their vision and mission statement is that they are committed to building a family and the world's best fashion brands, offering captivating customer experiences that drive long-term loyalty and deliver sustained growth for our shareholders. Victoria's Secret uses advertising campaigns such as their catalog and fashion show, which are both visually appealing. Victoria's Secret was established in San Francisco during the early 1970s by Roy Raymond. The concept was to establish a cozy, inviting atmosphere similar to that of a Victorian boudoir. Roy's Victoria's Secret consists of 3 stores and a catalog business, which was acquired by Limited Brands, among some controversy, in 1982. Now under the Limited brand, Victoria's Secret lingerie is the leader in the industry and has a history of being sexy, youthful, and romantic. Victoria's Secret is also well known for its annual fashion show, which also brings up a lot of controversy, as well as many of their products. Their catalogs are also cause for controversy as well as popularity, which feature top fashion models. Overall, the company is a lingerie, women's wear, and beauty products retailer. Through their website, catalogs, and stores, they are extremely successful in marketing and researching their customers. Victoria's Secret is wholly owned by Limited Brands, and they are a publicly traded company. They were founded in Stanford Graduate School of Business by Roy Raymond and his wife, Gay, in San Francisco, California on June 12th. 8 years before founding Victoria's Secret, Roy was embarrassed when he purchased lingerie for his wife at a department store. This was reported by Newsweek. He said, looking back on it, when I tried to buy lingerie for my wife, I was faced with racks of terry cloth robes and ugly floral print nylon nightgowns, and I always had the feeling that the department store saleswomen thought I was an unwelcome intruder. He felt that they were uncomfortable and unwelcoming. According to him, that the majority of American women wore boring garments, and companies such as Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, and Jockey. These were all considered low-quality products that came in packs of 3 and were very boring. Raymond studied the lingerie market for 8 years, and before he borrowed $40,000 from his parents and $40,000 from a bank to establish the store, which would later become Victoria's Secret. And this was so that men could feel comfortable buying lingerie and undergarments for their wives. Victoria's Secret grossed about $500,000 in its first year of business, which was enough to finance the expansion for a headquarters and a warehouse to 4 new store locations and a mail order operation. This allowed them to expand into these new locations and establish a headquarters. They were also able to get the mail order section, which helped a lot with the online purchases and the catalog, so they could send out their products. The next year, Victoria's Secret was then revamped to focus entirely on selling to female customers instead of the male customers, and added new colors and patterns which promoted sexiness and feminism. These new products were packaged as glamorous and as tasteful as European luxury. In 1983, Leslie Wexner refurbished Victoria's Secret. He declared the money-losing model of selling lingerie to male customers and replaced it with one that focused on female customers. Victoria's Secret transformed from more burlesque than Main Street to a mainstay that sold broadly accepted underwear. At that time, Victoria's Secret attempted to expand into the men's department, selling men's underwear as well, for about 8 years. In 1987, Victoria's Secret was reportedly among the best-selling catalogs. In 1990, analysts estimated that sales had quadrupled in 4 years, making it one of the fastest-growing mail-order businesses. In the early 90s, it was evident that Victoria's Secret had a clear quality problem. They faced a gap in management that led to a once-hot lingerie chain to be plagued by persistency in quality problems. There was President Grace Nichols, who was also the CEO at the time, who worked to resolve this issue. Thanks to her, in 1998, Victoria's Secret's market share of the intimate apparel was up to 14%. That year, Victoria's Secret also entered the $3.5 billion cosmetic market. In 1999, the company aimed to increase its coverage with the Body by Victoria brand. By 2006, Victoria's Secret had over 1,000 stores across the United States and accounted for 1/3 of all purchases in the intimate apparel industry. In May 2006, Wexner promoted Sharon Turney from the Victoria's Secret catalog and online unit to lead the wholly owned company. In 2008, she acknowledged the product quality that doesn't equal the brand's hype. Now, in 2015, Victoria's Secret is one of the largest women's wear and lingerie store in the world and is extremely successful. Their product quality is up to par, and they hope to continue their global expansion in the near future. Their vision and mission statement is that they are committed to being the world's best fashion brand in premium lingerie, beauty accessories, and products, and offering a captivating customer experience that drives long-term loyalty and creates sustainable value for its shareholders. The strategic elements of the history. The formal strategic planning process has 5 main steps. The first is to select the corporate mission and major corporate goals. The second is to analyze the organization's external competitive environment to identify opportunities and threats. The third is to analyze the organization's internal or operating environment to identify the organization's strengths and weaknesses. The fourth is to select strategies that build on organization's strengths and correct its weaknesses in order to take advantage of external opportunities and counter external threats. These strategies should be consistent with the mission and major goals of the organization. They should be congruent and consistent in a viable business model. The fifth step is to implement these strategies. The strategic elements of Victoria's Secret's history would include the shift in their target market from the male market to the female market. It began by focusing on men shopping for their girlfriends or wives. It then transformed to focus into targeting middle-class women ages 20 to 45. They also have the Victoria's Secret Pink collection, which targets teens and high school girls. Victoria's Secret is a great example of how product and service differentiation is a competitive advantage, especially in the lingerie industry. By using their annual fashion show, angels or models, and their line of lingerie and clothing, they're able to mix cute and colorful with lingerie and women's clothing. Also, by changing their appeal in the past and steering away from an overflow of showing skin into a more tasteful appearance, this strategy allowed them to break into an upper-class market. The stakeholder is anyone who has interest in the company. Most companies that have gone through this process comes to the conclusion that three stakeholder groups must be satisfied above all others if a company is to survive and prosper. These are the customers, employees, and stockholders. Customers are considered a stakeholder because they would like to continue to purchase the product Victoria's Secret has to offer. This would include women as well as men shopping for their wives or women in their life. Employees are a stakeholder because they rely on their job for income. Store employees, corporate employees, and models are all interested in keeping their jobs with Victoria's Secret. Stockholders or shareholders own a portion of the company and would like to see the value of their investment and dividends increase. Therefore, they are interested in the success of Victoria's Secret. In the external analysis, starting with the basic industry information, Limited Brands, who owns Victoria's Secret, has increasingly become more successful through the years. Their company, Victoria's Secret, continues to grow in popularity till today. They yield a strong dividend of 2.1%, and they also have a long-term earnings growth projection of 12%. Limited Brands has recently been focusing on cost containment, inventory management, merchandise initiatives, and expansion. Limited Brands has a fiscal earning of 26 cents per share and net sales of $2,050.2 million. They have also had sales growth of 5% during this quarter, which has fallen from 9% from last year. However, Victoria's Secret sales specifically have grown 7% in stores and in beauty products. Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, and the White Barn Candle Company, who are all owned by Limited Brands and sister companies of Victoria's Secret, have grown 5% and 7%. Gross profit has increased by 6% to $835.6 million. The gross margin has expanded to 40.8%, and operating income increased 6% to $197.4 million, and operating margin increased to 9.6%. This shows that not only has Victoria's Secret had steady growth and profit, but so has Limited Brands as a whole. This indicates that they are an excellent company to invest in, and any shareholder is sure to receive an excellent return on investment with this organization. The macro environment, such as demographics, technological, and sociocultural. Starting with Victoria's Secret, they have a very good demographic that they target. This is female ages 18 to 34 in college or completed middle class. They also believe that the demographic that they target is highly fashionable women with a lower budget, motivated by trendy, fashionable, and frequently changing clothing styles, and wants a runway look for a reasonable price. Recently, Victoria's Secret hit a bit of a political snag in their marketing campaign. They recently launched a perfect body campaign, which was a tagline used with the photo of 10 Victoria's Secret models. These ladies were tall and slender, which is not what the average American woman looks like. This offended many women and was said to make them feel that they were imperfect and that the perfect body campaign was unattainable. There was a petition to have the slogan changed, and Victoria's Secret did comply. The slogan was then changed to "A Body for Everybody." This made the petitioners happy, but did not go with the advertisement with the old picture that they had. The company also had some political issues regarding their social media. Instagram, in particular, was recently an issue when a Victoria's Secret model posted a video of herself explaining how she was imperfect compared to another Victoria's Secret model. She explained that due to her bone structure, she would never look as amazing as the other model.